Jesus didn't come to make destinies better. You know, that's another thing that offends the church. Yeah.
He didn't come to make destiny better.
Nowhere in scripture would you see that Jesus came to change your destiny.
Tithe and first fruits.
Right.
Are they biblical?
The world needs to pay attention to this. Priests, sir, do not pay tithes. You know what's an opposite? You know what's an opposite in English? When they ask Jesus, when they play that game of what's an opposite with Jesus, and they didn't say black, they say white. They say wet, they say dry. They say up, they say down. They say God. You didn't say Satan. You said money.
So money is the opposite of God.
The contention is not God versus Satan. And that's story for another day. Satan a boy. Satan is not a player in the believer's life of faith. The contention is God and money. 10% of your increase. Again, not money. That's the first type. So we're fighting over 10% tithe. Yes. Tithe in scripture totally is 23.3%. You must not be feeding from church to talk money correctly. It's a game of thrones, God and mammon. So if we're going to deal with this tithing conundrum, first of all, we must be sincere. Because it's difficult for anybody whose means of livelihood is church.
You must not be feeding from church.
To talk money honestly. If you want to practice tithe, tithe should include strong drink according to
beer.
Beer is not strong enough. Strong drink.
Sapele water
things. You're talking thick things. It says bring that, and here's what it says about that tithe that we don't talk about. It says when you get to the presence of God, sit down with your family and drink and eat it in the presence of God. I gave all this backdrop to say tithing is biblical, but is it relevant for the New Testament believer? So what you don't give to God, you will give to the doctor. Have you heard those phrases before?
Yes.
What you don't give God, you will give. So a God that says that he gave you all things freely.
So that means they are serving the money basically, not God.
But that God, the moment you don't give him 1/10 of your small money, he will go for your child. I ain't going to serve that God. But you see, unfortunately, that's the God of the Christians. Bloodthirsty, vindictive. He has a pack of animals that once you default on paying money, he releases them onto you. See, that God was created not by God, but by money. Now, what's the difference between this God and the Italian mafia?
Hey!